Yo, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Yes, indeed. About to do this reaction to this video from Cam Newton's show, Funky Fridays. And he's having a conversation. One of his guests on his show is, I believe this lady's name is Dr. Brown. And this was definitely a piece of his interview that I wanted to show because I agree with both of them to certain degrees. And I'll express that more after I play this. Y'all check it out though.
That I'm not high function.
What situation?
See, my situation, that's a very vague question, and this for you.
What situation are you referring to that they're looking at and thinking is not high function?
Just my life.
Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
My life.
See, don't deflect. Let's stay here. Your life entirely, or your life in relationships?
Both, really.
And they think that you're low functioning.
No, I don't.
You just said people see your life and think you're not high functioning.
No. Okay, so here you go. You're trying to take my intentions away from this. Can I correct it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Or can I give you more?
Yes, more information. Heck yeah.
So, I'm not married, right? I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
I didn't do my research. I thought it was 4, but 8. Okay.
No, baby.
Cool.
It's
by how
8.
many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more. Now.
By multiple women? What's the intent of this saying about your wife?
I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay. And you have, so you just...
Because my point is this. My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Bryant, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
She's gonna have her little say-so or disagreement to some degree on what he's saying. But I definitely 1000% agree with what he said. Hands down. I agree wholeheartedly with what that man said. And in my eyes, as long as he's able to take care of those kids and support those kids that he's having, he should be able to have them. It's a difference if he's just going around knocking females up, having babies by them, than if he's actually having a serious relationship with these women and having a kid or two with them. That's a totally different thing. A totally different thing. But keep listening.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time. You're being very action-based.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, in disclaimer, the kids are innocent. They are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies, because I can't wait to be a mom, and I love the kids, period. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you thus far. But these families are still broken. Every child cannot have Papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all, will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. So at what point do you feel the fear, do it anyways? And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior. To say that I am going to create these homes. Let me go better. I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear, to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody who you're spending your life with. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and it's selfish.
Just tell me when I can solve.
Yeah, almost. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy. And it's a huge dysfunction within our Black community that I truly believe personally, statistically, mental health wise, and community wise, that Black men would stop.
Black men would what?
Stop doing that. That they would stop that dysfunctional behavior of compartmentalizing and creating houses, not homes, and then finally a home with the wife. And then you have all these other houses that are homeless. But you over here, at some point when you do get a wife, if you do, I'm saying if that's what you want, you will. You'll get whatever you want. You're trying to create a home. Totally dysfunctional and extremely, that's the epitome of selfish. Epitome of selfish. I'm done. You can go for it.
Okay, say less. All right, so what identifies as a broken home?
What you have going on with these, whoever you're not in the house with, is a broken home. It's called a blended family. It's called a blended family.
That means?
That the family is blended. So blended.
So blended means broken?
Yeah.
Okay. So the guy that you were entertaining, you would go as low as 26.
That I would entertain?
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
And as high as what age?
Whatever man that doesn't have kids.
As high as?
Whoever doesn't have kids, whatever age he is with no kids.
I just.
No, that's the age. I'm saying I don't have an age range as far as how old. If he has no kids.
So your non-negotiable is a person who does not have children.
Now, I'm about to really show y'all where she's contradicting herself. Now, don't get me wrong. I agree with a lot of what she says. And before I even talk about what I do agree about what she says, I've never saw an actual doctor in my entire life that dressed like her. Not one. Not saying she dressing and she's looking scandalous. Although she got a whole hell of a lot of cleavage busting out. She definitely does. But regardless of that, she's still not looking scandalous. But I've never saw a doctor dressed like her. When all the doctors I know want respect as a doctor. And she would not be welcome in any doctor's office dressed like that. No doctor's office. What is sexual exploitation? I believe that's what it would be called, hands down. So, but regardless, I agree with a lot of what she says. Yes, it's a guarantee that he would be in one household, and the other households where he's had kids with the woman, the child would be lacking his companionship for the most part, which that would be 24/7 rather. Because if he's spending time with his kids, that means zero. That means zero. It doesn't matter if that man is a millionaire, multi-millionaire, and he has kids by a few women. There is nothing wrong with that in no way, shape, form, or fashion if he's able to support and take care of those kids. But I'm about to show y'all in the same breath how she's contradicting what she's saying. Okay, and let me add, she's 41. She's 41. She's way past where it's danger to have a kid. I believe it's 35 or 36. That's when it's dangerous to have a kid. She's well past that. And then at the same breath, look at what she said. She said she would go low as 26 for a man. okay? And she's 41. Think about it. And what 26-year-old man is going to want a serious relationship with a 41-year-old woman? She's not going to be able to have kids like she thinks she is. And that's crazy that she don't know that when she's a doctor herself. And I'm not knocking her in no way. She looks damn good for 41.
To believe a very educated, a very attractive woman out of 41 years have not met Mr. Right. Mm-hmm. That's enough time to find a lot of things out.
I bet.
And yet,
Mm-hmm.
no kids,
Mm-hmm.
single.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, but I am saying, are women's expectations unrealistic?
No, I'm going to say, like I said on Nick, the question shouldn't be why isn't a woman of age, of success, of a certain caliber not married with kids. The question should be why are people rushing to the altar just to become divorcees or baby mamas and baby daddies? Mm-hmm. I think if anything, we need to be teaching our society, take your time, young man or young woman, so that you can get to know not just this person, but yourself first, so that you can choose a life partner, not that that person isn't exempt to divorce, instead of rushing to the altar just to become a divorcee or a baby mama and have multiple kids by multiple women, just to say you have broken families everywhere. Mm-hmm. I don't see no benefit in that.
Now, again, I believe, and it's my opinion, that she just contradicted herself. She just said she's not willing to get married until she finds the right one. 100% agree with that. What's wrong with Cam Newton having 3 women? He has 3 baby mamas and he has 8 kids. He supports all of them. All of them have a house. None of his kids is worried for anything. What's wrong with that? I can understand deeply if he's not around his kids, but again, like I said, she contradicted herself. She basically, in other words, said that she's not looking to get married with any man that she's not going to be with for the rest of her life. I understand that to the fullest. But what you should have thought of, okay, is, again, you're 41, your eggs are almost dried up, if ain't dried up. That's reality. That's reality for your ass. So I wouldn't be telling any woman, okay, I'll tell anyone by the time you in your 30s, you should have at least 2 or 3 kids at least. I'll tell any woman that. Because the older you get, the harder it's going to be for you to come to, what is it called, labor with that child. Those are facts. That's not trying to dog you or talk bad about you in no way, shape, form, or fashion. So that's a good lesson for any woman. And I'm serious, there's a heart attack here that's in their 40s still talking about what they're waiting on. No, woman. No. She ain't ugly by any means. Woman, you should have been thinking about kids 10 years ago. Seriously speaking, you should have been thinking about kids 10 years ago. You're gonna be just like, what's the old girl name? What's that damn name? Vivica Fox. Old as a damn dog, 60 years old, then turned into a damn barracuda, and now she's wanting a man. She wanting a husband. You know what I'm saying? That's wild. Now, what man your age, literally, all games aside, what man your age is gonna not have any kids? that actually can have kids. It's the difference of a man being your age without no kids and he actually can't have kids. His fish ain't swimming. Different situation. I don't know a man in their 40s that don't have kids, but they're able to have kids. Come on. And ain't nothing wrong with a man having kids that he's able to support and take care of. Nothing wrong with it at all. But like I said, I agree with both of them. Some he say I don't feel, and there's a lot that she says that I don't feel. But the main thing I don't feel with her is that she's a doctor. Like that. Dressed like that. I don't know. I've never saw a doctor in my whole life living. And I ain't young. I ain't never saw a doctor in my whole life looking like her. Period. Let's keep it real. But y'all share, like, and subscribe. I'm up out of here.